Today, we'll discuss one of the most thrilling moments in football, penalties. And of course, we'll revisit 10 historic penalties that have marked World Cups. We start with one of the most iconic moments in World Cup history. In the 1994 final between Brazil and Italy, the match ended in a draw and was decided by a penalty shootout. It was a hot afternoon in Pasadena, California, and the tension was palpable. Roberto Baggio, the star and hope of the Italian national team, walked slowly to the penalty spot. He had carried Italy throughout the tournament, being crucial in several matches. The fate of his nation was on his feet. To everyone's surprise, Baggio missed the penalty, shooting over the crossbar, and Brazil secured their fourth World Cup title. It was a moment of ecstasy for the Brazilians, who celebrated their fourth global championship, but pure disappointment for the Italians and Baggio, who was marked by that miss. Years later, Baggio spoke about the impact of that penalty on his life, admitting he still felt the pain of the defeat. An unforgettable moment for some and painful for others, but it certainly became part of football history. Moving on to the 2006 final between France and Italy. Zinedine Zidane, one of the greatest players in history, was playing his final professional match. In the 7th minute of the first half, France was awarded a penalty. Zidane, known for his composure, took a panenka, surprising goalkeeper Gianluigi Buffon. The ball hit the crossbar and bounced into the net, providing one of the most memorable moments of the World Cup. It was a display of pure class and audacity that left football fans in awe. However, the final became even more dramatic. In the second half of extra time, Zidane was sent off after headbutting Marco Materazzi in a moment of frustration and provocation. Without their captain and star player, France went into the penalty shootout at a disadvantage. Italy, more efficient in the shootout, emerged victorious, claiming their fourth World Cup title. The combination of Zidane's brilliance and controversy made this final one of the most unforgettable in World Cup history. Let's talk about the 2022 World Cup, where Lionel Messi experienced highs and lows with penalties. During the group stage, Argentina faced Poland in a decisive match. With the score still 0-0, Argentina was awarded a penalty, and Messi stepped up to take it. Facing the experienced goalkeeper Wojciech Szczesny, Messi struck hard, but Szczesny made a spectacular save, keeping the score unchanged and increasing the tension for the Argentinians. Despite the nerves, Argentina recovered in the second half and won the match, securing their place in the knockout stages. This missed penalty highlighted the immense pressure Messi faced, even as one of the greatest players of all time. It was a reminder that, in football, the line between success and failure can be extremely thin, especially in critical moments. Still in the 2022 World Cup, in Argentina's first game against Saudi Arabia, Lionel Messi had another penalty opportunity. Early in the match, Messi calmly and accurately converted the penalty, sending the goalkeeper the wrong way and opening the scoring for Argentina. It seemed like the game would be smooth for the South Americans, but the story took an unexpected turn. Saudi Arabia stunned everyone by turning the game around in the second half and winning 2-1, one of the greatest shocks in World Cup history. This match demonstrated that even when a star like Messi does his part, football can be unpredictable and relentless. The unexpected defeat placed Argentina in a precarious position, needing to win their next games to continue in the tournament. These two penalties in 2022, one converted and one missed, perfectly illustrate the ups and downs that can occur in football, even for a player of Messi's stature. Let's go back to the 2010 World Cup, to one of the most dramatic and tragic moments of the tournament. In the quarterfinals, Ghana faced Uruguay in a match full of drama. In the final moments of extra time, with the score tied at 1-1, Ghana had a golden chance to become the first African country to reach a World Cup semi-final. After Luis Suarez's handball on the goal line, Ghana was awarded a penalty. Asamoah Gyan, the team's top scorer, took the responsibility. However, in a moment of pure tension, Gyan hit the crossbar, and the historic chance slipped away from Ghana. The match went to a penalty shootout, and Gyan's miss was a devastating blow to the team and its supporters. Despite the emotional impact, Gyan had the courage to step up and score his penalty in the shootout, but the team was ultimately eliminated. This episode highlighted the thin line between glory and disappointment in football, leaving a lasting mark on World Cup history. In the same match, during the tense penalty shootout, one player stood out for his audacity and composure: Sebastián "Loco" Abreu. With a spot in the semi-finals on the line, Abreu walked up to the penalty spot for the decisive kick. In a moment of pure confidence and courage, he opted for a panenka, fooling the goalkeeper who had already dived to one side. The ball smoothly entered the middle of the goal, securing Uruguay's victory. This panenka not only secured Uruguay's place in the semi-finals, but also became one of the most iconic moments in World Cup history. Abreu's play was an impressive act of courage, showcasing his confidence and technical skill. It was a demonstration of how, in moments of extreme pressure, courage and audacity can define the outcome of a match and earn a permanent place in the memory of football fans. In the 2014 World Cup, one of the most surprising and strategic moments occurred during the quarterfinals between the Netherlands and Costa Rica. The match was tied 0-0 after extra time, and a bold decision by Dutch coach Louis van Gaal went down in history. In the final moments of extra time, Van Gaal decided to substitute the starting goalkeeper Jasper Cillessen with backup Tim Krul specifically for the penalty shootout. This decision was based on Krul's penalty-saving ability, something Cillessen had not demonstrated until then. Tim Krul entered the field under immense pressure, but his confidence was evident. During the shootout, Krul saved 2 penalty kicks, securing a 4-3 victory for the Netherlands and a spot in the semi-finals. Van Gaal's strategic substitution was widely praised, showing how unexpected tactical decisions can change the course of a match. Krul became an instant hero for the Dutch, and this moment was marked as one of the most notable of the 2014 World Cup. Going back to the 1986 World Cup in Mexico, we find one of the most dramatic and sad moments for Brazilian fans. In the quarterfinals, Brazil faced France in a clash of giants. During regular time, Brazil had a chance to take the lead when Zico, one of Brazil's greatest stars, prepared to take a penalty. Zico was returning from an injury, and unfortunately, his shot was saved by French goalkeeper Joel Batz. The match ended 1-1, leading to a penalty shootout. In the shootout, Brazil was defeated 4-3, and the elimination was a harsh blow to the team and its supporters. For Zico, missing the penalty in regular time was one of the bitterest moments of his career, contrasting with his brilliant football journey. This episode showed how pressure and circumstances can affect even the most talented players, and the emotional impact these moments can have on both athletes and fans. Returning to 2022, Ghana faced Uruguay again in a match that evoked painful memories from the 2010 World Cup. Abreu, the Ghanaian captain, had a chance to erase the past with a decisive penalty. A goal from the spot could secure Uruguay's elimination and avenge the trauma from the last time these two teams faced each other. The tension was palpable, and the pressure on Abreu was immense. Unfortunately, Ayu's penalty was missed, keeping alive the rivalry and resentment between the two teams. This moment not only frustrated Ghana's hopes in the tournament, but also brought back the bitter memories of the 2010 match when Asamoah Gyan missed a similar opportunity. For Abreu and Ghanaian fans, it was a missed chance to turn around a painful chapter in history. We end with a moment that further highlighted Cristiano Ronaldo's legendary career in the 2022 World Cup. In a game against Ghana, Ronaldo converted a penalty with the precision and confidence that characterized him, setting a new record. With this goal, he became the first male player to score in 5 different World Cups, a feat that cements his place among the greatest footballers of all time. This penalty not only secured Portugal's victory, but also served as a reminder of Ronaldo's longevity and quality at such a competitive level. With each World Cup, he continues to write his story, and this special moment in 2022 added another brilliant chapter to the legacy of one of the greatest players of all time. Each of these historic penalties reminds us of the tension and excitement that surround the World Cup. These moments are etched in the memory of fans, showing how a single kick can define a team's journey and a player's career. From glory to disappointment, penalties are an integral part of football's magic. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss content. Leave in the comments which of these penalties you found most memorable, and if there's any other you'd like us to mention. See you next time.